Now even I must admit that probably wasn't the best way to start this video because my legs are already wet and cold. But on a day like this, with this much snow, it's pretty hard to avoid. I want to show you guys something funny. Can you guess what this is? This big yellow stick here? If you're Canadian, you might know the answer. If you're not, this might be unfamiliar to you. Buried under that pile of snow is a fire hydrant. And because you can get so much snow in cities like Montreal, they have this stick. So even if you can't see the fire hydrant, the fire trucks will still know where to go. There it is. You can tell clearly who's used their car in the last few days and who's just let it sit on the street based on the pile of snow on top of it. And that bike clearly hasn't been used for more than a few days. So all you people watching from other countries, you still want to move to Canada? Bring a shovel. Now, even as a Canadian, this is quite unusual for me. Most of the snow fell in the last 3 days. It was about 3 and 2 days ago when a big snowstorm came. The day after that, there was no snow, but it was very cold, so I didn't want to film a video. And then last night, it snowed again. That's why some of these cars have a little bit of snow on them, and some of them have a lot of snow. The little bit of snow is from last night. The lot of snow came 3 nights ago. Today's actually a pretty nice day now that the sun is out. It's about -2 at the moment. -2 Celsius. I'm telling you guys, Montreal is a great city for bike riding in the summer. Oh, I remember those days, the spinning wheels. Yeah, I used to own a car. And I did a lot of that back when I lived in Winnipeg. Another car across the street that hasn't been anywhere in a while. It's funny actually, so the snowplows in Montreal do a great job. You're not seeing them now because they were all here like 2 days ago and yesterday, and even when it's still snowing, you see snowplows very quickly clearing the roads, clearing the sidewalks. I gotta give a big thumbs up to Montreal for that. But the unfortunate thing is for car owners, when they clear the center of the road, it lifts all the snow up to the side. So you see, they're not only buried with snow on top, they're buried with snow on the sides from the snowplows. So I mean, you know, it could take 20, 30 minutes to dig out of something like that. Easy. That car there's got its windshield wipers pointed up. The Canadian peace sign. No, it's actually for days when you know it's gonna snow a lot. You don't want your wipers to be like covered in ice and frozen and stuck to your windshield or buried under snow. So it's just an easy way to like make sure they work properly when you get to your car. It's getting noisier because I'm next to a major road here, covered in brown slush, as you would expect on a sunny day like this. Sometimes when you have big snow days, and you got a big parking lot, they will come in, because they have nowhere to put the snow, they will just make a big snow pile in the corner. During long winters, you can kind of watch as the piles of snow get bigger and bigger as the winter goes on. It's kind of cool. In fact, back when I lived in Winnipeg, we would have enormous snow piles in the corner of shopping centers. But I've heard from someone in Montreal that most of the snow is removed from the city. They take it off Montreal Island, technically like the city of Montreal is an island, so they take it away from the island and I don't know, they throw it on some farmers' backyards or something. I don't know what they do with the snow, but most Canadian cities have to be prepared because the snow's got to go somewhere. Meow. Okay, that one is a car. What about that one? I wonder if people in Montreal ever report their cars as stolen, and then it turns out it was just buried under a pile of snow. It's gotta have happened to someone, right? It is a beautiful city, even in the wintertime, I have to admit. It's part of the reason I want to make this video, is that this is my first winter in Montreal. And yeah, it's just an excuse to walk around and see what it's like. I think it's quite pretty with all the old brick buildings and the snow. I mean, summer's nice too. Summer's nice to look at. But there's something about this that's just distinctly Canadian, you know? Someone is skiing with their dog. That's awesome. I thought there would be a lot of snow in the park, but I didn't know that I'd see that. Look at these. These are all benches. Benches, benches. Benches, benches, benches. If you watch this video and you still want to move here, you passed the test. You can collect your citizenship at the credits at the end of this video. Wow, this is cool. The light is just beautiful right now. Look at that. I'm starting to get hungry, guys, so here's the plan. I'm gonna show you a bit more of this park. Then I'm gonna walk over somewhere, get a bite to eat. And yeah, we're gonna call it a day. So there's a restaurant right around the corner from here that I want to take you guys to. Actually, funny story, there's a very famous poutine place right around the corner called La Banquise. It's probably the most famous poutine in all of Montreal. But on my last video, one of you trolls in the comments said, I already know where Dan is going to take us in the next video. He's going to go to La Banquise. Every YouTuber in Montreal goes to La Banquise. So guess what? We're not going to La Banquise.
Denied.
We're going to another place. I think it's a Portuguese chicken spot that I've wanted to try. It's right across the street from La Banquise. So today, we're going somewhere different. We're going to have some chicken. And yeah, it should be good.
Let's go.
And that was some damn good chicken. Anyway, the sun is starting to go down. I can see more and more people across the street enjoying a walk in the park. But yeah, that's it for me today. As always, leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Of course, most of my videos are travel videos in other cities, but every once in a while I like to show what things are like here in Montreal. Hope you guys are staying warm wherever you are. And if you live somewhere that has a ton of snow like Montreal, get out and enjoy it. That's all you can really do, right? As always, guys, I'm Dan from The New Travel. See you next time.